Silence is not an absence of God. There is always pain when God is silent in our lives. But sometimes the reason why God is silent is that it might be a season of testing. And sometimes we need to pray so that we can ask God to know and discern times and seasons. Sometimes God can be silent just because He's strategically working on us. So when God is silent, does not mean that He's not with us. Silence is not the absence of God. And many times you've confused and think that because you prayed for something for years, and you think that God is not with you. My brother, God is still with you. And sometimes we mistaken and get to a point whereby we give up in life, but sometimes it might be a process that God wants to make you a person that you can handle the assignment that is in your life at end of time. And therefore you must go through the process. I know there's pain, but you must trust in God. And sometimes God can be silent so that He can test us and watch over us to see whether we can trust Him even when there's no evidence in our lives. But these are times when we give up and move out of God, and we assume that it is the works of the devil. There are many times God is silent because He's working something in your life. Sometimes it's not delay. Sometimes it's not limitation. God wants to make you a better person so that you can handle the assignment that is in your life at end of time. And other times God can also set up to be silent so that he can bring you to a greater revelation of your life. There are times God has to be silent so that He can give you time to reflect and examine your heart, and maybe look and see what He has done in your life, so that you can get into a point of trusting Him to where He promises to take you in the time of the end of the space of a life to come.